Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of Get Up 10 podcast. I can't even believe it's episode 10. That seems like a lot, but yet not really. I don't know, but here we are. Um, Super excited. It is January 1st, 2019, and aquí estamos. Like, here we are, guys. And I know I've been slacking a little bit in December. I'm not gonna lie, I use the holidays and whatnot as a little bit of an excuse, but here we are. And I'm so excited for this episode. It is going to be a little bit of lessons learned from 2019. It's going to be a little bit of lessons learned from 2018, and a little bit of things that I'm looking forward to for 2019, and just talk like my life, like things that I want to share with you guys, and all that kind of good stuff. Just me today, no guests. I'm happy I could say that now since I finally did my first interview. If you didn't listen to the last episode with Felicia Wina. Did I say that right? Wina. I don't know, but I love that girl. That is like one of my soul sisters. That episode was so awesome. There was so many gems dropped. So if you didn't check that out, definitely go back and listen to it. But let's get into it. So I have to catch you guys up on my life because why not? No, I'm kidding. But no, I like you guys to know what's going on with me. So there's been a lot that's been going on in these past few weeks. If you didn't know already, last week I did my third podcast interview with Therapy Without a Degree podcast, and that was just dope, guys. Like, the podcast is called Therapy Without a Degree, and to keep it real with y'all, like, it really felt therapeutic to just sit with like dope people and just talk about our truths, our experiences, our stories. Um, so yeah, I definitely like kept it real on that. I mean, I always keep it real, in my opinion, on these podcasts. But that was definitely just an awesome experience. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. It is on all platforms. Therapy Without a Degree, Chapter 95, Get Up 10, 8. What else? Christmas. Okay, so Christmas was good. Not as many people from my family as usual, but it was still a nice time. And it's always good to be around your loved ones. It comes by quickly. It's like, okay, Thanksgiving, see you in a couple of weeks, Christmas, and then like before you know it, you're back there again. But it's good to spend time with family, especially as people are getting older and things are changing. So that's pretty much what I have to say about my Christmas. Also, today, whatever was, I don't know, New Year's, and I worked last night, which I didn't really mind because I normally don't do too much for New Year's. But yeah, if you don't already know, I am a nurse, so I was chilling with my patients last night. No, I'm joking. I had like four lovely ladies, and they were mostly sleeping. But yeah, that was it was interesting to look back on like how I've spent the past couple of New Year's. It was very different. But New Year's is always really exciting for me. And it's just interesting. I think it's an interesting time of year to see people's reflections and hopes and dreams and stuff. So that was my New Year's, and here we are, 2019. What else? Oh, also about work, I am now on my own. I'm not training anymore. So I'm not going to lie, like the first night on my own, I had so much anxiety about not having like somebody right next to me. But it's not even like that because I'm so blessed to work in a facility where we really do support each other and have each other's backs. So it doesn't even feel that bad to be on my own. So that's good. And just every day growing and learning in my profession. And I'm not going to lie, like nursing is honestly teaching me so many life lessons, especially about like confidence because whew, you cannot be a nurse and not be confident to some degree because people will really eat you alive. And I'm not going to like sit here and be like, I'm so confident because I half the time don't really know what's going on. But I do my best and I'm learning and growing, and the confidence is definitely coming along more and more every day. So that's dope. And I'm also excited about that because in the real world, you definitely need some type of confidence. So I'm excited to have these type of life experiences that um, prepare me and give me the things I need to be successful. I look at it like that. Also, got this new hair. Gotta talk about the hair a little bit. So I'm really sharing this with you guys because I hope somebody else can relate to this. But like as this is probably one of my favorite favorite things about being mixed. Latina, and Black is that I can change my hair so much. Like, I have so many options, and I'm taking full advantage of it. And I know, like, in the beginning, I used to feel like, oh, I don't want to change my hair too much because then people will know that it's not mine, whatever. Like, 2018, I left that mentality behind. I'm like, first of all, in this day and age of Instagram and all that, like, all these girls that we following and watching, they change their hair like every other day and nobody tells them nothing. So you know what? I'm going to change my hair when I want to change my hair. That's how I'm walking into 2019. That's the energy we're having. So, yeah, I hope that inspires somebody. Like, do what you want with your hair. But, okay, that's kind of what's been going on with my life. Now, into what I really want to talk about. But also, I got to give some shout outs. So I already talked about Therapy Without a Degree. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come chill with you guys and talk it up. I also want to shout out Shelly Shelton because that woman is just, I have so much love for her. Like, she came into my life in 2018 and she's staying in my life for as long as God will allow. And I don't know, like, I feel like if you want to go to the next level, you need people that are gonna, you can't go to the next level by yourself. Let's just put it like that. And I really love Shelly because she is just a godsend for me. I think okay, you definitely have to go to the next level with other people, but you also have to know yourself and know what kind of person it is that's going to get you to where you need to go. And Shelly is that person for me because she is the perfect balance of like loving, but like, okay, like it's time to get to work. And I need that in my life. So I'm so thankful to her, for her, all that. And she is just such a total boss babe. Forecasting, what's the right word here? I can't think of my words. I can never think of my words, guys. But highlight, I don't know. What's it? Oh, preview. Next week, I will be doing an episode with Miss Shelly Shelton. So you guys will get to see the awesomeness that she is. And I won't just be talking about it. But yeah, so I'm not even going to talk about all that she does. I'm going to let her talk about that next week. And so you guys could hear that on your own. And you'll see she is the real deal. Also want to shout out Rochelle T. Parks, the health motivator. I got me some pomegranate energizing tea from her and I'm drinking it and I'm not going to lie, it is not sweet enough. But that's okay because it is good. And I know listening to somebody like her, I'm going to see some changes in my physique and my health. So I'm excited. Sometimes doing what's best for you doesn't always feel the best, but in the long run, it's cool. So yeah, two more people I gotta shout out. Sorry, guys. But I gotta show love to these people because I'm surrounded by so many amazing people. Shout out my guy, Steven Shears. He is doing this entrepreneurship series for the youth and everybody's business. And it's just dope. He brings all these kids together and they share about what they're doing. Guys, literally kids, like 10 years old with their own businesses, whether they're selling stuff or taking pictures. And it's just so dope to see these kids with this hustle at such a young age because I think we could have so many more kids like that, but I know I wasn't like that. And so to just see it and to see what he's doing for the community down in Philly, dope. Keep doing that. And I also just have to shout out lastly, Carla Shelton. I love you, sis. She's been so inspirational to me. Another blessing from 2018. And I'm just so thankful for her. She was my Secret Santa. We did a little Secret Santa with our women's prayer group. And so she had me and she did good. Guys, I got to show you this mug that she got me because it's such a 2019 vibe. So I'm probably going to have to flip the camera, but I'm too lazy to do that if you're watching on Facebook Live. So my mug from Carla says, just a girl boss building her empire. That's the vibe for 2019. That's always been the vibe, but now you guys know it's announced. So thank you for that. So now I'm going to get into what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. And it's a little bit, like I said, of it's mostly reflections and a little bit of where I'm going with 2019. And so I'm always talking about my friends because where would I be without them? But my beautiful friend Arabella sent me this quote. Since I'm working nights, guys, I don't even know the date anymore. But she sent me this quote probably last night. I don't know. And it says, ditch the resolutions. To resolve means to find the problem. To resolve means to find the solution to a problem. You are not a problem. The way you showed up for your life in the past year was necessary for your growth. Now it's time to reflect, to learn, to create an intention, a positive call to shift, a spark of magic and manifestation rooted in self-love and backed with action. So I'm going to say that again because it was a lot, but it was really dope. And I'm going to read it right this time. So, ditch the resolutions. To resolve means to find the solution to a problem. You are not a problem. The way you showed up for your life in the past year was necessary for your growth. Now is the time to reflect, to learn, to create an intention, a positive call to shift, a spark of magic and manifestation rooted in self-love and backed with action. So I thought that was really dope. I'm going to type that out, whatever, and put it in the show notes because I want you guys to like really just chew on that as we're still in these early stages of 2019. And there's so many different parts that I could dive into with this quote. But yeah, so like New Year's, December, everybody wants to act brand new, talking about new year, new me. And I've been hearing this opinion a lot, and I'm kind of standing by it. That whole idea that you're just going to change your life like that for 2019 is a little naive. And then the fact that we're just going to like leave 2018 behind, like, nah, sis, like, bring that, all that stuff that you went through in 2018, it was for a reason. And what you don't learn from will repeat. So embrace all that happened in 2018 because it happened for a reason, and it was to set you up for 2019 and beyond if you have the right mentality to learn from it. And so I too am standing on the side of let's dub that whole new year, new me stuff. Nah, like new year, new knowledge, new growth, new attitude. But not a new you, like this thing says, you are not the problem. And so I think that's just really dope. It's like I'm a big advocate for the whole growth mentality, and I think that's why I like New Year's, because it is, I love a good new beginning, and the new beginning doesn't even have to be on a specific, I mean, it helps when there's a landmark or time, whatever, like, New Year's, your birthday, whatever, it helps, but don't let the date give you a reason or excuse to start whatever it is that you're looking to start. Like, one thing that I really got from 2018 is that it's not about like making these big changes, going from 0 to 100 real quick and all that. Like, no, it's about like every single moment. Like, there was days in 2018 where I knew that I needed to change something in my life, and yeah, it would have been easy to say, I'm going drastic, I'm cutting everybody off, I'm getting rid of this and all that. But those drastic changes, guys, like, that's not always the best way to go. Like, that's not always the healthiest. And extremes can be dangerous, and sometimes you just need to find that middle ground, that balance. And so for me in 2018, that meant, okay, yes, I recognize there's something in my life that I need to change, but I'm going to start where I'm at with what I got. And I'm not even going to think about a month from now, next year, or whatever day. I'm going to think about right now in this moment. And I feel like real change and progress comes from taking each moment and each decision as it comes to you, like literally living your life second by second, not worrying about the future, not worrying about the past, but just being present in the moment where you are and making those choices right then and there. Like, that's the best, in my opinion, that's really the best way to make a change, because all that drastic new me, new year, like we cutting everybody off, no, miss me with that. Like, real change and real progress, it comes from you making a decision right there where you are in that moment. So that's one thing I really got from 2018. And what else? I got a couple things for you guys, and some of it is not even like new things that you never heard before or that I've never said before, but it's just things that I want to reiterate because they really resonate with me. So another thing that I got from 2018, and I did do a podcast episode on this, was to keep it moving. And that is so central to my life and my being, to keep it moving. 2018 I cried so many tears this year. I saw an old post from 2017 or something about how that was a tough year, but I don't know. 2018, there was a lot of tears shed, and there was a lot of days spent in bed crying. There was a lot of just like low points, and I made a mistake. I'm going to own up to that, staying in bed as much as I did and staying in the house as much as I did, because at my core, I like to be moving. Like, if you've been watching my social media, you saw I've been working out again. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I saw a picture of myself and my weight, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not where I want to be." And so I had this mentality of like, "Oh, when I could get back to the gym consistently, then I'll get back on my health stuff and my fitness." Nah, like I had to get rid of that mentality because that mentality was making me gain weight. So I just made the decision in that moment to start working out again, whether I can get to the gym, whether I'm walking around my neighborhood, or whether I'm running up the stairs in my own house. Like, that's what it came to. And I think that was around December 10th that I made that decision to work out consistently again. And I've been doing it. It's been a little bit of a challenge with working nights and these 12-hour shifts, but I'm getting it done to the best of my abilities. And I'm definitely feeling so much better and feeling like myself. Like, 2017 showed me that I feel best when I'm working out. Like, I am happiest in leggings and a sports bra. It is what it is. Like, that is my happy. Like, once you figure out what makes you happy, like, stick to that. Don't lose sight of that, because I definitely lost sight of that in 2018. Like I just told you guys, I know for a fact I'm happiest when I'm working out. But yeah, I spent way too many days in bed in 2018, excuse me. And like, I was stupid. Like, I should have known to just push through whatever I was going to and keep working out. But whatever. Lessons learned, carrying it into 2019. We're keeping it moving in so many ways, physically, mentally, spiritually, all that. Like, we're keeping it moving. Something else that 2018 taught me is to just do it. And if you have been following my podcast since the beginning, you know that this whole situation, this whole podcast is the manifestations of me just doing it. And I definitely want to continue that in 2018, because there's so many goals. 2019, my bad. There's so many goals and things that I have like written out and just there, like ready to be accomplished and checked off. And I don't know if it's like my nature, or because I'm a nurse, or because I've always been like, not always, I was a good student, but that feeling of checking something off of a list, putting a check in that box. Oh my gosh, guys. Is there nothing better than getting stuff done? Like, you feel me? So in 2019, I want to continue executing, because that's really where the magic happens. Like, if I could go back and tell you guys a little bit about how this podcast came to be, like 2017, I decided I want to put positivity out on social media. And so I started my quotes page, which I'm not even going to shout out because I'm not active on it anymore. But that was my little way of putting a contribution out there. I'm going to start a quotes page. Positive vibes, good quotes, motivation. I'm going to do that. So I did that. And it was going really well. And people were like, "Oh, so when are you starting a podcast?" And at the time, I was like, nah, podcast, that's commitment. I don't have time for that. And I was just running from it. And then 2018, because this is like 2017, 2018. So like this past year, I just really got clarity on my purpose and what I wanted to do with my life. And so early in 2018, no, pause, let me go back. The end of 2017, I decided to lead a single women's group for New York City, which was under Tawana Harvey and the Single Woman Suite. And she's just an awesome person and such an inspiration. If you don't follow her already, Tawana loves purity. Beautiful person inside and out. And I'm totally like here for everything that she's doing. Ooh, gotta shout out the Queens of Rise conference in Chicago in August. If you're not going, get your ticket. It's gonna be lit. I'll be there. But yeah, so Tawana had this vision that the Lord placed on her heart, and she acted on it, and she was looking to expand it. So I was also in a place where I was looking for opportunity, and it was just the perfect timing. And I was able to lead a single women's group for New York City for a little bit, and I do plan to get back to that soon, but I had to take a break from it. But anyways, through me leading that single women's group and having social media for that, somebody saw my social media and was like, "Hey, would you like to be in my podcast?" Total godsend. That beautiful person was Miss Candy Bryan with the Good Morning Ladies podcast. If you have, first of all, the episodes that she puts out are just awesome. And she, again, another person, beautiful inside and out. And I'm just so thankful for her. So that was my first experience doing a podcast, and it was awesome. And so from there, somebody heard that podcast that I did and was like, oh, can you be on my podcast too? And that was my beautiful sis, Jasmine. And her podcast is, I believe it's Fitness and Mimosas now. I don't know. She's a dope person. So I did her podcast and another just awesome experience. And then finally, from those couple of experiences and other people saying, so when are you going to start your own podcast? I finally just did it. I stopped playing around, stopped playing games, and just did it. And you guys know I'm not where I want to be with my podcast just yet, but we're just getting started and it's been awesome. And just through my podcast, the number of like messages that I've gotten from even random people just saying how they heard my podcast and they appreciate it, and just the encouragement from the people that have known me from before I started this podcast, like I cannot begin to explain how much I appreciate that. And even just the opportunities that are opening up just for me being myself. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm sharing my life with you guys. Like, I'm a nurse. I go to the gym. I love working out. I love motivation. I'm particular about who I keep around me. And I love God. Like, I love shoes. I love shopping. I don't shop that much, but when I do, I got to share what I got with you guys. And I'm just sharing myself with you guys in hopes that, I don't know, that you guys might get a little inspiration from it, that you might want to start your own, whatever it is, those dreams that you got on your inside, those goals that you have, I just want to inspire you guys to see what I'm doing and be inspired to do you to the best of your abilities. That's literally all I'm doing. Like, transparency, guys. Transparency is it in 2019, okay? Like, I'm so tired of people playing games, not walking in their truths, not sharing their stories. And I'm not even putting them down because I get why you would do that. Like, some of the stuff that we go through in life, it's not pretty, it's not easy, and that's cool. But let me tell you something, when you open your mouth and share your story and walk in your truth, you set other people free to do the same. And that's really what this all is about. So yeah, just do it. 2019, just do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. I just got off a call with my fellow Unstoppable University women, and we were talking about what is the vibe for this first quarter of 2019. And my sis Tanika says she is balling out of control. Whatever she wants to do, she's going to go do it. And I'm with that. Like, how many people live like that? How many of your friends are talking like that? That's so awesome. So just do it and watch oh my gosh, guys, when you just do it, it is a chain reaction, like a domino effect. So get out there and just do it in 2019. Something else that I definitely learned in 2018 was to create from your pain. And that is something else that came from the call I just got off of, but something else that's also, it's been on my heart. It's not even new. It's not even like I just had this epiphany tonight. But I really feel like that was something I need to share with you guys, because we all go through pain in life. We all go through failure in life. That's nothing new. You're not by yourself. The difference is with the people that I look up to and I'm trying to be like and try to be myself. And I want to say something I shouldn't say on my podcast, but I'll just say, and the person who doesn't do all that is that winners take their pain, they take their failure, and they learn from it. They grow from it. They don't let it hold them back. Even if you're temporarily handicapped, cool. I'm not about to sit here and tell you I pushed through all my pain, because and maybe in the long run I did, but there was definitely some nights where I let my pain just cripple me. But real winners, they take their pain and they create from it. Like, they don't let themselves go through pain without a purpose. And I'm really all for that. Turn your pain into purpose. Like, guys, we're all going to go through pain in life. It is what it is. That's how it's set up while we're here. Can't do nothing about it. But what are you going to do with that pain? You better get something from it, whether it's the lessons or you actually go and create something. Like, don't let your pain be for no reason, guys. Let me tell you that. In 2018, like I said, I cried a lot of tears. I kind of am seeing, like, the older I get, things hurt more. But also the more the things hurt, the more, like, the healing that comes after is also, like, more. And so create from your pain, guys. And that's what I'm doing moving forward. Like, some of the pain that I went through in 2018 was relational. Like, I was caught up with the wrong guys, or financial. My family's finances was probably hit one of the lowest points in 2018, and that was not easy for me to go through. But you know what? Since I went through so much pain with these relationships and these guys, you know what I'm doing in 2019? We not messing with no clowns no more, guys. I'm trusting my gut, because I'll be honest with you guys, like, a lot of the relationships and guys that I've dealt with in the past, something in me said, girl, that's not it. I don't know about this. Something in me said that. But you know what? I was too busy settling and trying to force things together that I didn't listen to that little inner voice. So you know what? In 2018, the end of 2000, no, I'm not gonna lie. 2019, I said, you know what? We're not doing that no more. 2019, we're listening to that inner voice. We're listening to the vibe. We're listening to, like, the body language. We're listening, like, all of that. All those little signs. 2019, we're listening to that. And you know what? If something doesn't sit right with me, bye. And if something does sit right with me, we're proceeding with caution. That's what 2018 taught me. Because, when you have that little voice, because I love this idea of, like, God whispers. God is always talking, but God whispers. So if you got a lot of background noise, if you want to make your own noise over that little voice, you're going to miss it. But when you really just quiet down and get still and listen to that little voice, you'll be all right. But if you want to ignore that little voice and just add all this noise to your life, you're going to miss it. You're going to hurt yourself. It's not going to work out. Like, guys, take some time to just hear that little voice and save yourself some pain, for real. So that's the vibe in 2019. I'm learning from my pain. Because if I have to, don't get me wrong. Like, heartbreak has a purpose. Like, you go through that heartbreak, you heal, you learn from it, and you say, okay, this is what we're not doing next time. That's how it's supposed to work. And so that's how I'm approaching my relationships in 2019. I don't want to settle for no bums. I don't want to just, oh, he's cute, but what's coming out his mouth, but you know what, he's cute. No, we're not doing any of that. We're not compromising. We're not settling. 2019, if somebody wants to be with me, they could come to my level, because I'm not coming down anymore. That's the vibe for 2019. And back to the financial pain. So yeah, like, it's not easy to struggle with finances, as so many people do. And 2018, at first I was kind of crushed by financial difficulties. I can't even tell you guys how many times my bank account went into the negative in 2018. But let me tell you something. I went from my bank account going in the negative to, like, my bank account doing kind of nice right now. Not only my bank account, my savings account is flourishing, y'all. So just the progression. And 2018, I poured so much time into educating myself financially, because I didn't take my situation and my circumstances and be like, oh my God, this is terrible. I can't believe this is happening right now. Like, I'm helpless. No. I took my circumstances and I educated myself, because when you educate yourself, you empower yourself and you give yourself the option to make better choices. So 2018, I had the podcast going. I had the books. I had the conversations. Guys, I had conversations with millionaires in 2018. Like, we're learning over here. And so 2019, I'm just taking all of the knowledge and all that I learned and putting it into action. And so I'm really excited. So yeah, 2018 financially for my family, not the best. It is what it is. I'm not about to sit here and play with you guys and act like we're balling out here. We're not. But it's cool, because I will be one day. And that is because I took the pain of the present and decided what's not happening in the future. So if you're going through pain, create from it. That's something big that 2018 taught me. And my last point was to trust your gut. But I kind of already touched on that. Like, trust your gut. Because there's a reason for that voice, I don't even know what to add to it from what I said, on top of what I said before. But 2018 taught me to trust my gut. So just in review, until something else pops up in my head, if anything. 2018 taught me to keep it moving. 2018 taught me to just do it, execute. 2018 taught me to create from my pain, create from your pain, turn your pain into purpose, turn your pain into something beautiful, and to trust your gut. Listen to that little voice. And I'm so excited for what's to come in 2019. Like, guys, okay, I'm not going to say I haven't been able to sleep because I work nights, so I'm nocturnal now for real. But when I am up, like, I have that kind of excitement about 2019 that's like in your bones, in the pit of your stomach, like, keeps you up at night. That's where I'm at right now, guys. I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be my best year yet. And I believe if you're listening, it's going to be your best year yet, too, if you choose to make it so. I can't even tell you, like, just all of the dope things that are to come. I'm so excited for the people I'm gonna meet. I'm so excited for where Get Up 10 is gonna go. I'm so excited for my bank account. Like, guys, 2019 is about to be a beautiful year. We're going international. I'm going international. That's what I really mean. Like, I'm so excited for all the traveling that's to come, all the new experiences, and all the things that are going to be created. But let me say this, I know as excited as I am for what is to come and with all the plans that I have, at the end of the day, what it's really going to come down to. And shout out Regina Watson and her vision boards, because I still have my vision board from early 2018. And honestly, ain't nothing changed yet. It's the same. I still have a lot of things I need to check off on it. But in the middle of my vision board, I have, I believe it's Matthew 6:33. I don't know. But if that's not it, I said that scripture for a reason because it's definitely been on my heart. Oop, I'm about to talk about that. Yes. So in the middle of my vision board, I have delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you all desires of your heart. I think I was thinking about Matthew 6 because it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all these things will be added onto you. And so as for all the goals that I have for myself in 2019, I know that none of it isn't going to happen without me putting God first and just getting still to hear his voice and hear his direction. Because I know if that's the voice I'm listening to, there could be no wrong. And that's really that's the real secret to getting things done in 2019 is just listening to that direction, listening to that voice. And yo, guys, can I just talk about Matthew 6 real quick? Because that is one of my favorite passages because I do not like to add these little labels. Like, I don't know why this comes to thought, but like at work, when I have a new admission, we have to do like screenings and things as far as like so many different things, but especially abuse and like mental health. And so one of the questions, wow, I just lost my train of thought. um, oh, I have to ask my patients like their history. Do you smoke? Do you drink? All that. And it's kind of funny because I was reading one of the doctor's notes and he was talking about the patient's social history and he wrote denies any toxic habits. And I was like, yo, that's a word right there. Denies any toxic habits. Wow. Might talk about that another day. But anyways, another one of the questions that I have to ask my patients is like, do you have a history of anxiety? Do you have a history of depression? And so many people do. And I do not label. I'm not into labels. I don't know if I've spoke about that before, but yo, like some of these labels that society tries to put on us, like learn your true identity. I think I talked about that with Felicia. But anyways, I'm not about to sit here and be like, anxiety, I rebuke you. Depression, I rebuke you. Even though like I do, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't experienced those things. I have experienced depression. I have experienced anxiety. Those things are very real. But the difference is I did not allow myself to stay in those states. And that's why I love Matthew 6 is because I'm not going to lie. Like I have not so many. I have more than I would like more moments than I would like of anxiety and just worrying. And so I love Matthew 6 because it's like, child, don't even worry about all that. Don't worry about your clothes. Don't worry about what you're going to eat, which is crazy because I love food, but whatever. Okay, God, I trust you. Like, don't worry about all this stuff. Like, focus on me and you'll be good. Like, if I take care of the birds, if I take care of nature, how much more am I going to take care of you? And so that's why I love that passage because it lets me know that I'm going to be good. Like, if I keep my focuses right, I'm going to be good. And so, like I've just shared with you guys all these lessons I've learned and some of my hopes for 2019, but I know for a fact that I'm going to be good. And I hope that you have that same confidence that you're going to be good because, guys, like, I don't know if anybody told you, but this thing called life, we're set up to win it. So I think that is all I had to say. I wanted to end with this little quote. And if you are following me on social media, I already posted it, but I'm going to say it again because it is that good. I forgot who I stole this from or else I would give her credit right now. I want to say my sis on Facebook, Crescent. I'm not sure. But here we go. I ended 2017 searching for my purpose. I end 2018 with the blueprint for my purpose. 2019, action. And that's really the vibe. 2019, we're taking action. And thank you to everybody who was with me in 2018 as we started this journey into entrepreneurship and to my podcast and to all that is to come. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your loves, your messages, your DMs, like all of that. I really do. And I'm excited to continue to press forward in my life and see some of you guys do it in yours as well. Like, if nobody's ever told you, you do have somebody in your corner. I am definitely cheering for you guys. So here's to 2019. May it be our best year yet. And I cannot wait to come back to you guys next week with an awesome interview. So, yeah, guys, knock me down nine times, but I get up 10. Thank you for listening to this episode of Get Up 10.